Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of United Kingdom 20 pence coins, focusing on the top 5 most valuable examples. These coins are not only a part of British numismatic history but also highly sought after by collectors worldwide. We'll explore different conditions, mint marks, and years, giving you a comprehensive look at why these coins can command impressive prices. Let's get started. First up, the 1996 United Kingdom 20 pence coin. At first glance, it's just another decimal coin from the late 20th century, but when you study it more closely, you'll discover a fascinating story about its place in modern numismatics, how collectors view its rarity, and how much it might actually be worth today in dollars on the auction market. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just curious about the potential value of coins you already own, this video is for you. The UK 20 pence coin was introduced as part of the decimalisation process in British currency and has been in circulation since 1982. The 1996 edition, bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, was minted at the Royal Mint in Lantrizant and features the familiar crown Tudor rose on the reverse. According to numismatic records, a total of 83,163,750 of these coins were struck in 1996, making this year's 20 pence a regularly issued piece in the UK's decimal coinage system. However, despite its seemingly standard production numbers, collectors do sometimes pay attention to variations, condition, and context when assessing its interest and market appeal. Foronum +1. Unlike some special commemorative issues or error coins that pull in huge prices, the regular 1996 20p has no special design features beyond its standard circulating form. It's made of cupronickel, weighs 5 grams, and measures about 21.4 millimeters in diameter. Its reverse displays the crown Tudor rose, a symbol of unity and tradition in British coinage, and the obverse features Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. While these design traits are iconic to British currency, they don't inherently make the 1996 20 pence coin rare in themselves. The real intrigue for collectors often lies in condition and context rather than unique design elements. Foronum. So, is the 1996 20p rare? On its own, the normal issued version with a mintage above 83 million pieces isn't considered rare in the purest sense, especially when compared to coins with minting errors or very low production numbers. Most circulated 1996 20 pence coins show up quite commonly in collections and coin rolls, and in standard grades you might expect them to trade for modest sums. Yet, among collectors, the demand does slightly increase as the coin's condition improves, especially for coins in fine to uncirculated condition. While a well-worn fine coin may only command a small premium over face value, better preserved examples attract the attention of hobbyists who are completing date sets or seeking coins with attractive toning and strike quality. Foronum. It's worth noting that other UK 20p pieces with errors like the famous undated 20p error from 2008 do attract serious collector demand and high prices. Those error coins have sold at auction for many times their face value because they are genuinely scarce and historically interesting. This highlights how rarity, condition, and unusual production circumstances drive demand far more than a standard circulating coin ever does. Wikipedia. Now let's talk value. For most collectors and everyday dealers, the 1996 UK 20p coin in fine circulated condition does not fetch hundreds of dollars or even close. Pricing guides and online listings typically show a very modest value, often between $433,000 depending on grade and market conditions. These values reflect what typical collectors are willing to pay for a circulated piece in decent shape. Foronum. However, things are different when it comes to exceptional examples and auction listings. On platforms like eBay, coins in higher grades, approaching uncirculated, can sometimes attract bids that significantly exceed their usual market value, often several times face value. For example, listings for uncirculated 1996 20p coins are frequently priced a bit higher, with some offered around £3 to £4 UK $321,000 or more depending on presentation and seller reputation. eBay UK +1. It's important to remember, however, the real auction market excitement usually applies to genuine rarities or coins with documented errors, not just standard issues. So while it's nice to see a 1996 20p coin reach upwards of a few dollars at auction, it isn't typically a collectible that will make headlines for extraordinary prices unless something unusual is going on with that specific piece. Foronum. If you're a collector or thinking about getting into UK coins, here are a few tips when dealing with coins like the 1996 20 pence. Condition matters. Coins in better grades will always attract more interest. Keep them stored in albums or protective flips to preserve quality. Know what to look for. Standard dates are one thing, but rare error coins are where serious value can be found. Check sold prices. Always research recent sold auction listings rather than just asking prices. Platforms like eBay are great for seeing what collectors actually paid. Be cautious with listings. Remember that not every high price you see online is backed by real sales. Some sellers list coins at inflated prices hoping for a buyer who doesn't check actual market data. Get professional grading. If you suspect you have a rare or high-grade example, consider sending it to a professional grading service. A certified grade can dramatically improve your ability to sell at auction. These approaches help ensure you get the best return on coins that may appear common at first glance. For Onum, to wrap up, the 1996 United Kingdom 20 pence coin is a fascinating piece from modern British currency, especially for collectors who enjoy exploring decimal coinage. While it's not among the rarest coins in UK numismatics, its value does depend heavily on condition, and better preserved examples can fetch a modest premium over face value in the marketplace. In most cases, a fine condition 1996 20p will sell for less than a few dollars, but for collectors completing a set or hunting for quality pieces, it's still a worthwhile coin to keep an eye on. Remember that the truly high-value pieces in the UK 20p world tend to be error coins or extremely scarce issues, not the standard circulating dates, so do your research carefully, keep coins well preserved, and always compare recent auction results before pricing your own. Next up, the 1989 20 pence coin in very fine condition. While the UK has produced countless coins over the centuries, certain issues capture the hearts of collectors due to their scarcity, unique features, or historical significance. The 1989 20 pence coin is one such example. Often overlooked by casual collectors or everyday currency users, this coin has a story, a distinctive design, and a growing demand in the auction market, especially in the United States, where collectors are willing to pay premium prices for well-preserved specimens. In this video, we'll explore its history, identify its unique traits, examine its rarity in damaged versus pristine conditions, and provide an updated view of its market value in dollars. We'll also offer tips for those looking to add this coin to their collection. To understand the significance of the 1989 20 pence coin, we must first consider the context of its issuance. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1982, designed to fill a need for a mid-denomination coin between the 10 pence and the 50 pence pieces. The coin was part of a decimalisation initiative that had begun decades earlier, modernising British currency into a system easier for commerce and accounting. By 1989, the coin was firmly established in circulation, but the number of coins minted varied each year based on public demand and production needs. Unlike coins that feature dramatic design changes or commemorative issues, the 1989 20 pence maintained the standard reverse design created by Christopher Ironside, which features a crowned segment of the royal shield. The obverse of the coin bears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklouf, which had been in circulation since 1985. Although seemingly ordinary at first glance, coins from 1989 in very fine condition have gained attention due to their relative scarcity in the collector's market, especially when considering the wear and tear from decades of circulation. The 1989 20 pence coin has several characteristics that make it stand out. Firstly, it is a heptagonal coin, with 7 sides that give it an immediately recognizable shape. This design is not only aesthetically pleasing but also serves a practical purpose, making it easily distinguishable by touch from other denominations. The coin is made of cupronickel, which gives it durability and a silvery appearance. The reverse design, as mentioned, features a portion of the Royal Shield of Arms, a motif introduced in 1982 and used consistently through this decade. This detail is especially significant for collectors who appreciate the continuity and subtle evolution of British coinage. Additionally, the obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II captures her regal presence and is detailed enough that the very fine condition coins still retain the clarity of her features. Collectors often seek coins with minimal surface wear, and in very fine condition, the 1989 20 pence still shows sharp lettering, defined shield lines, and a lustrous surface, even decades after minting. While the 20 pence coins were minted in relatively large numbers, the 1989 issue has become increasingly sought after due to the dwindling availability of coins in higher grades. Very fine condition coins are particularly rare because most coins from circulation show significant wear, scratches, or discoloration. Even in damaged condition, some collectors are willing to pay a moderate premium if the coin is complete and identifiable. Damaged coins, which may include bent edges, scratches, or loss of luster, do not fetch the same auction prices as their well-preserved counterparts, but they still attract interest from those who are attempting to complete a year set. The scarcity in high-grade coins naturally drives up demand. For collectors, the 1989 20 pence represents a bridge between affordability and collectability, a piece that can be owned without breaking the bank, yet holds potential for appreciation in value if preserved carefully. The auction market for the 1989 20 pence coin in very fine condition has seen steady growth over the past decade. As of late 2025, coins in very fine condition often command prices ranging from $20 to $50 in the United States, depending on the specific coin's provenance, toning, and seller. Coins in higher grades, such as extra fine or uncirculated, can fetch significantly more, sometimes exceeding $100 or more at specialized numismatic auctions. It is important for collectors to note that grading can vary slightly between organizations, but a coin officially rated as VF generally has light wear on the highest points but retains most design details. Online marketplaces and auction houses such as eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Stacksbowers often feature listings for this coin, with realized prices reflecting both condition and buyer demand. For those who are serious about investment, monitoring auction trends over time provides insight into the potential appreciation of the coin's value. If you are considering adding the 1989 20 pence to your collection, there are several strategies to maximize both enjoyment and investment potential. Firstly, focus on coins with minimal circulation wear, preferably graded by reputable organizations. Look for coins with clear inscriptions, sharp edges, and intact shield design details. Avoid heavily damaged coins unless the goal is purely completion of a set rather than investment. Secondly, compare auction prices across multiple platforms to ensure fair market value. This can also help identify sellers who specialize in British coins. Thirdly, consider storing coins in protective holders, capsules, or albums to prevent further wear or environmental damage. Proper handling is crucial, as natural oils from your fingers can tarnish the metal over time. Lastly, educate yourself on the historical context of the coin, as knowledge of mint marks, production numbers, and variations can provide leverage when negotiating prices or evaluating potential purchases. A well-informed collector is often able to identify undervalued coins and spot opportunities that others might overlook. In conclusion, the 1989 United Kingdom 20 pence coin in very fine condition is more than just a piece of metal. It is a small artifact of British history and a tangible connection to the nation's currency evolution. Its unique design, heptagonal shape, and enduring portrait of Queen Elizabeth II make it a visually appealing and historically significant collectible. While coins in damaged condition still have a role in the market, the very fine specimens command attention due to their scarcity and aesthetic appeal. Auction values in dollars have steadily increased, reflecting both collector interest and broader trends in numismatics. For those interested in starting or expanding a coin collection, the 1989 20 pence is a worthwhile investment that offers both accessibility and long-term potential. By paying attention to condition, provenance, and market trends, collectors can ensure that this modest coin continues to bring historical enjoyment and financial value for years to come. Next up, the United Kingdom 20 pence coin dated 1982, seen here in an unusual black shade condition. At first glance, this coin may appear damaged or heavily discolored, but for certain collectors, these dark-toned examples spark curiosity, debate, and even bidding competition at auction. In this video, we will explore the history of the 1982 20 pence, examine what causes the black shade appearance, discuss its rarity and collector demand in damaged condition, and finally break down its realistic auction market value in US dollars. The 20 pence coin was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1982 as part of a major modernization of British coinage. It replaced the older 12-sided threepence concept with a new denomination designed to make everyday transactions more efficient. The 1982 issue is historically significant because it marks the very first year of the 20 pence coin circulation. These coins were struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and produced by the Royal Mint in large numbers for general use. While millions were minted, most entered circulation and experienced wear over time, making condition an important factor when assessing value today. The 1982 20 pence coin is instantly recognizable due to its distinctive heptagonal or seven-sided shape, which helps distinguish it from other denominations by touch alone. The obverse features the crowned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, a classic and widely respected effigy used on British coins for many years. The reverse shows a crowned Tudor rose, symbolizing unity and tradition within the United Kingdom. In black shade condition, the coin surface often appears darkened, smoky, or even almost black, usually caused by environmental exposure, chemical reactions, fire damage, or long-term storage in damp conditions. While not an official mint error, this dramatic appearance sets it apart visually from standard examples. From a technical standpoint, black shade 20 pence coins are considered damaged rather than rare varieties. However, collector interest does not always follow strict rules. Many collectors of unusual coins, error-like pieces, and extreme toning actively seek out coins with striking appearances. Because blackened 1982 20 pence coins are not commonly preserved intentionally, each example is unique in tone and texture. This individuality can drive niche demand, particularly among collectors who focus on oddities, misstruck coins, or visually dramatic circulation pieces. As a result, While not rare in the traditional sense, eye-catching black shade examples can still attract attention in online auctions and normal circulated condition. A standard 1982 20p coin is typically worth only its face value. However, black shade examples can sell for more depending on the intensity of the discoloration and overall eye appeal. At auction, lightly darkened pieces may sell for around $434,000, while heavily blackened or unusually toned examples can sometimes reach $122,000. In rare cases where the coin has a strong visual impact and is marketed well, prices can climb slightly higher. It is important to note that values fluctuate based on demand, presentation, and buyer interest, and no two auctions are exactly the same. If you own a black shade 1982 20p coin, avoid attempting to clean or polish it, as this can permanently reduce its value. Collectors generally prefer original surfaces, even when those surfaces show damage or discoloration. Store the coin in a dry, protective holder to prevent further corrosion or changes in appearance. When selling, clear photographs and an honest description are essential. Highlight the unusual coloration without claiming it as an official error. For buyers, focus on visual appeal and uniqueness rather than hype, and always compare recent auction results before making a purchase. The United Kingdom 20p coin from 1982 in black shade condition is a perfect example of how even common modern coins can gain interest through unusual appearance. While it is not a rare mint variety, its status as a first-year issue combined with dramatic discoloration makes it appealing to niche collectors. Whether you are holding on to one as a curiosity or offering it at auction, understanding its background and realistic value is key. Coins like this remind us that the world of collecting is not just about perfection, but also about stories, history, and visual character. Next up, the United Kingdom 20p coin dated 1998 in circulated condition. At first glance, this may seem like an ordinary modern British coin, commonly found in pocket change during the late 1990s. However, when we explore its background, design, minting context, and collector interest, we discover that even circulated examples can hold educational, historical, and modest market value. In this video, we will carefully examine the rarity, collector demand especially for worn or damaged pieces, and its current auction market value expressed in US dollars. The 20p coin was first introduced in the United Kingdom in 1982 as part of a major redesign of British decimal coinage. The goal was to modernize the currency system, improve durability, and introduce a coin that was easily distinguishable by touch. By the time the 1998 20p was issued, the coin had already become a familiar part of daily British life. The year 1998 sits within a period of economic stability in the UK, just before the turn of the millennium, making coins from this era symbols of late 20th century Britain. Millions of 20p coins were struck that year for general circulation, meaning most surviving examples today show signs of regular use. One of the most distinctive features of the UK 20p coin is its seven-sided heptagonal shape, which sets it apart from many round coins worldwide. The 1998 issue is made from cupronickel, giving it a silvery appearance and strong resistance to corrosion. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank-Broadley, which was introduced in 1998 and is notable for its realistic and mature depiction of the Queen. The reverse design, by William Gardner, shows a crowned Tudor rose, symbolizing England's royal heritage. Even in circulated condition, these design elements remain clearly identifiable, adding to the coin's appeal for beginner collectors. In general terms, the 1998 20p coin is not considered rare, especially in circulated or damaged condition. Large mintages mean that availability remains high. However, collector demand still exists, particularly among those assembling complete date runs of UK decimal coinage or educational collections showcasing circulated examples. Coins with heavy wear, scratches, discoloration, or edge damage are less desirable to advanced collectors but can still attract interest from beginners or bulk buyers. Occasionally, demand increases if a coin shows unusual characteristics such as striking anomalies, off-center designs, or die cracks, even if the coin is otherwise worn. When it comes to auction market value, a 1998 UK 20p in circulated condition typically sells for a modest price. In most online auctions and coin marketplaces, standard circulated examples usually range from $324,000 depending on condition and demand at the time of sale. Heavily worn or damaged coins often sell closer to face value, while cleaner circulated pieces with stronger details may achieve slightly higher prices. Only coins with verified mint errors or unusual features tend to exceed this range, sometimes selling for several dollars if competition among collectors is strong. For collectors interested in the 1998 20p coin, the key is careful inspection and realistic expectations. Always check the obverse portrait and reverse design for clarity, and examine the edges for damage or signs of tampering. If you suspect an error, compare your coin with verified examples or consult a knowledgeable dealer. Store circulated coins in protective holders to prevent further wear, even if their value is modest. Collecting circulated coins can still be rewarding, as they tell a story of everyday use and economic history rather than pristine preservation alone. The United Kingdom 20 pence 1998 circulated condition coin may not be a high-value rarity, but it remains an important piece of modern British numismatic history. Its distinctive shape, late Elizabethan portrait, and widespread circulation make it an excellent example for collectors interested in everyday coinage. While its auction market value in dollars is generally low, the educational and historical value is significant. Whether you are a beginner, a budget collector, or simply curious about the coins in your pocket. Next up, the United Kingdom 20 pence from 1997, specifically in dirty or circulated condition. While pristine coins often grab the spotlight, coins in less than perfect condition tell their own stories and can still hold significant collector interest. This video will explore the history of the 1997 20 pence, its unique features, its rarity even in circulated form, the current market value in dollars, and tips for collectors aiming to navigate this intriguing segment of the coin market. The 20 pence coin was introduced in the United Kingdom in 1982, designed to fill the gap between the 10 pence and 50 pence denominations. By 1997, the coin had become a standard part of British currency, featuring the familiar heptagonal shape and the design elements representing the United Kingdom's rich heritage. The obverse of the coin depicts the reigning monarch at the time, Queen Elizabeth II, in a portrait by Raphael McLouf, while the reverse showcases the crown Tudor rose within a hexagonal pattern, symbolizing the unity of the four nations of the UK. The 1997 coin reflects a period of transition in UK coinage as the Royal Mint continued to refine minting techniques to improve durability and design precision. The 1997 20 pence stands out for several reasons. Unlike earlier issues, this coin has a more refined and consistent relief, which means that even in dirty or worn conditions, collectors can often discern its intricate details. The heptagonal shape, unusual in the context of global coinage, provides an immediate visual distinction. Furthermore, the alloy composition, copper-nickel, ensures resistance to corrosion, although dirt and grime accumulation over decades can obscure its original luster. Interestingly, some coins from this year display slight variations in lettering and strike quality, which can make them subtly more desirable to specialized collectors, even when not in mint condition. While 1997 was not a low mintage year, coins from this era in dirty or circulated condition are increasingly sought after. Many of these coins were used heavily in daily transactions, and surviving specimens can exhibit varying degrees of wear, scratches, and toning. Collectors often look for coins with identifiable features despite the dirt and wear, valuing them for their historical authenticity rather than pristine aesthetics. The rarity factor for a dirty 1997 20 pence lies in its condition being just right for collectors who appreciate circulated coins with character, enough detail to confirm authenticity but enough wear to demonstrate genuine circulation. This demand is particularly pronounced among UK coin enthusiasts and those specializing in post-decimal coinage. When it comes to auction market value, a 1997 20 pence in dirty or circulated condition typically commands modest sums compared to uncirculated examples, yet it is not devoid of value. As of 2025, typical auction prices range from $114,000, depending on the specific condition and any identifiable anomalies. Coins with moderate wear that still show clear design elements may fetch slightly higher prices, especially if sold in bulk lots or to collectors specifically targeting post-decimal UK coins. Rarely, a circulated coin with a minting error or unusual toning can dramatically exceed this range, sometimes selling for $10 to $20 or more at auction. Understanding the market trends and demand cycles is crucial for buyers and sellers alike. For those interested in collecting the 1997 20 pence, even in dirty condition, there are several important tips to keep in mind. First, always examine coins carefully for unusual features, minting errors, or distinctive wear patterns. Second, avoid overcleaning. While it might be tempting to restore shine, aggressive cleaning can significantly reduce value. Third, consider provenance. Coins obtained from reputable sources or documented collections tend to attract more buyer confidence. Finally, compare auction results and consult price guides regularly, as values can fluctuate based on collector interest, rarity perceptions, and the overall health of the numismatic market. The United Kingdom 20 pence from 1997 in dirty condition may seem ordinary at first glance, but it offers a compelling glimpse into the history and circulation of British coinage. Its unique design, collectible nature even in circulated form, and modest yet meaningful auction value make it an interesting addition to any collection. Whether you're a beginner seeking to understand post-decimal UK coins or an experienced collector hunting for characterful circulated pieces, the 1997 20 pence provides a tangible connection to the everyday monetary history of the United Kingdom. Thank you for joining us on this numismatic journey, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth coin analyses and investment insights.